Yo, what's up, you DGens? All right, let's have a look at what's going on. So, Powell has spoken. The Pow Daddy, the big Kubasa, the man with the plan, spoke today. Was it bearish or bullish? Well, we live streamed it. We talked about it. We were on for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I seem a little choppy here. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I'm coming through clear for you guys. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on. Market responded very, very well, guys. It looks good right now. He was pretty, he tried to be neutral, but it ended up being more bullish than I think he intended. I told you guys to be aware of the question of what his response was to what Trump said about demanding rate cuts. And I was worried that if Powell had responded in an adversarial way, it might be bearish to the market, right? So in saying that, fortunately, Powell sidestepped that question. It was the first question he was asked. It was the very first. It's hilarious. I told you guys to watch out for that question, be leery of it. And of course, it was the first question he was asked. And he sidestepped it like a freaking tap dancer, man. It was amazing. It was a fantastic response to the question. In no way was he adversarial towards anything Trump had to say. He did not want to discuss it. It was good. And then he was asked about crypto at the very last question. And he gave a fairly bullish response to that as well, guys. So, and everything in between, he remained neutral. He referred to the economy as strong. He said inflation. He said the words inflation is way down compared to where it started. And he also said that when he was asked about the 2% target, he said, listen, I'm not saying we have to be at that target before we start, quantitative easing, essentially. What he said was, we just want to see continued momentum in that direction. So we don't necessarily have to get to the target before we see quantitative easing. He just wants to see us moving in that direction, which we have been doing, which can be interpreted as we are open to opening up quantitative easing moving forward. So that I took as very, very bullish. And as you can see by the crypto bubbles, the market took it as very bullish as well. So a nice response, guys, from the market, in my opinion. Let's have a look at Jasmy and XCN specifically. Look at some of these projects. Mobile's running 33.8%. Nice. XCN up 28%, but we'll get into it. Jasmy up 6.8% on the day, down 7.4 on the week, down 22.3 on the month, but up 378 on the year. We're down 2 spots in rank to 81. $1.21 billion market cap, and the volume's still pretty low, guys, 91.13 million. We're going to need to see that volume start to pick up if we want to see Jasmy start continue momentum. But listen, guys, I think it's going to take a little bit of time, like a day or so, for the market, maybe tonight even, right, for the market to price in what Powell had to say, or not price in, but more digest what Powell had to say, right? And so I think that we just got to be patient with that. But we're moving in the right direction. Having a look at XCN. We're also going to have a look at Swift, guys, for kicks. XCN responding fantastic, up 28.3% on the day, 192% on the week, 1,319% on the month, and 2,654% on the year. Very nice, guys. Very, very nice. We're up 13 spots to 84, just behind Jasmy in market cap, 1.12 billion. The volume is up very nicely, 530.69 million. I wouldn't be surprised to see that work its way back up over $1 billion if the market continues to move in this direction. Swift recovering as well, up 4.7% on the day, 169% on the week, 214 on the month, and 1,149 on the year. We're down 1 spot in rank to 263. Market cap's looking nice, 212.55 million. Volume, again, very low. But I guess you could consider that to be better than usual volume on such a small cap project, right? But I think Swift is going to melt some faces in the near term here, guys. As you're going to see in the charts, it tends to be kind of very similar to what's happening with XCN, as I've been showing you guys over the last week or so. But let's go have a look over at the Jasmy chart. What is happening, guys? What is happening? Jasmy showing some signs of life, sitting at just below. We touched the 200-day SMA, rejected off of it, not violently though. Maybe we make another run at it. We tested it yesterday. We tested it again today so far. And if momentum continues, look how oversold we are on the RSI, guys. 38.64 or 38.68, sorry. So this breakout is coming, guys. I mean, it's pretty obvious, in my opinion. It's pretty obvious. We're going to get above that 200-day SMA in short order. Then we're going to break above, the 100-day, and the 30-day is the one I'm worried about. The 30-day has acted as a significant level in the past. So once I'm not sorry, I said worried. That's kind of a strong word. I don't mean I'm worried, but people take the slightest little word and then they take that and then they're bearish. I'm not bearish at all. I'm extremely bullish. I've been dollar cost averaging into Jasmy for God knows how long, guys. You guys know my bullish stance on it. So having a look over at XCN, guys, we tend to be ping-ponging here. Now, there's a lot of curiosity. I have a lot of curiosity here because we broke out of the bull pennant down here that's squished right now because I'm kind of zoomed in a little bit. But we moved up. We spent 7 days inside of this bull pennant here, right, before breaking to the upside. Now, here we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on our 7th day inside of our current bull pennant, right? That doesn't mean we're going to break out tonight or anything. It's just interesting that now we've spent another 7 days in this one. But for me, guys, I would be happy, and you guys have heard me say this 100 times, but for the new people, for the nosebleed seats, I would like to see us ping pong inside of here just a little bit longer, maybe till Monday or something like that. Maybe till Monday, and then maybe have a break at that time. Let the RSI cool off just a little bit more and build up a stronger level of support here, right? Let's build up a level of support so that we don't crash all the way back down. If Bitcoin has some sort of macroeconomic bad news, that would be bad for us to crash. We don't want to come all the way back down here to a penny or anything like that. So let's build some support. I know it's not fun, it's not sexy, guys, to build support levels, but you will be happy that you did if we do see the market crash. I don't foresee a market crash, but you would be happy if we had one, right? I'm just putting that out there. Let's go have a look over at Swift. All right, Swift holding support right here, guys. Right there, 2 cents, 118, perfectly on our little golden pocket, a little tiny golden pocket here, right? We're holding support nicely. We did dip down, and look how we wicked right here to this previous local high over here. I said that this would probably act as a level of support, and it did. We wicked down. We touched it perfectly. It acted as resistance here as well, so I knew it had at least some level of significance. So we touched it. We wicked right back up. We're above support now. We also wicked all the way up here, guys, at 2 cents, 4,557. So with the market turning around now, I do think that we are due for the next leg up on Swift. It seems to be making the similar patterns to XCN. We seem to be consolidating in a little bit. I'm just going to use my yuckiness here, but my yuckiness. We seem to be just kind of creating yet another bull pennant here, right? So what will happen will be interesting, guys, but I foresee a bigger move to the upside on Swift, just like I do on XCN. The road does not stop here, in my opinion. People have been asking me a lot about Swift lately, guys. Are you still bullish on Swift? 100%. One of my biggest holdings, 100% bullish on Swift. Let's look at Bitcoin. How is Bitcoin responding? So we got a bit of a double bottom happening here. I know a lot of people are pointing out the diamond-shaped structure here, and potentially maybe, yeah, we have that as well, right? But I'm more looking at it as kind of a double bottom situation here. We have our neckline that's perfectly lined out right here. The problem is we fell below here. Now, we were putting in higher lows, but we fell below there about 4 days ago. We caught support at 101,000. I told you guys we wicked down to the 30-day SMA, and I said we'd probably close the candle back up over 101,000, and we did. So I'm bullish on that. We held support 2 days in a row, and now we have worked our way up right up to the trend line here, and it's acted as resistance now, right? So can we break through it tonight or maybe tomorrow? Who knows? But the real significant level of resistance, in my opinion, is right up here at $106,260. there's a big sell wall there. As you can see, we rejected off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days out of like 10 that we every time we touched it, we rejected to the downside, right? So there's a big sell wall there. We got to get through. And once we do, guys, my targets somewhere around $118,000, I think would be, in that ballpark, 120, 118, somewhere around there in the near term, guys. I think that the FOMC, Powell and the FOMC meeting, I think that was kind of like the metaphorical green light moving forward for the market to make its next leg up, right? I think that's what we were waiting for. Some sort of a hint at potential QE before moving forward. And I think we got that. And I think it's being priced in now. So over the next couple of weeks, I think we're going to start working our way on that next leg up, both for Bitcoin and for the altcoins. So that's what I'm going to keep an eye on, guys. But as always, I want to know what you guys think. And also, we have a couple of quick things for XCN to look at. We got a new listing on GODEX, GODEX, exciting new listing for XCN, spot listing too, guys. Very bullish. And also, to everyone asking me, the proposal went through, guys. It was voted yes by like an avalanche, right? A massive vote for yes. So Justin Sun will officially be associated with the project. He will be staking 1 billion tokens. So that's very, very bullish, guys. And the reason it's bullish is because not only is the project going to get attention by association of his name, but it's also because he sits as an advisor on World Liberty Financial, which is Trump's company that's been scooping up multiple altcoins en masse. And Justin Sun now has a financially vested interest in Onyxcoin doing well. So can he convince World Liberty Financial to scoop up some Onyxcoin? It's potential, guys. We have a lot of potential coming here. We have a burn vote coming up. We have a proposal coming up in the next couple of weeks for a burn mechanism to be implemented. We have a potential Binance listing coming up and much more, right? So stay tuned for all that stuff and more, guys. Listen, again, guys, once again, we dropped 3 gems over on the Patreon over the last 24 hours, guys, and they are doing fantastic. You want to get in on these plays before they pump up 2,000 to 3,000%, guys. We called Onyxcoin back in March of last year. We called Swift back in March of last year, and we were up massively on these projects, right? Because everyone was dollar cost averaging over the course of last year when it was boring and stuff. Like, I know everyone's talking about like ACH and stuff like that, guys. You don't chase the shiny object, right? You don't chase the project that's already pumping. That's not how this works. When everyone's looking at a project like ACH that's pumping, and listen, it's nothing against the project, fantastic project, happy for everyone who was in it, awesome, congratulations. However, if you're new, if you don't hold any of it right now, you don't want to be chasing that green candle. You want to be looking over here where no one else is looking, right? That's what you want to be looking at. And that's what we do over on the Patreon. We get in early on these plays, guys. We dollar cost average, we accumulate millions of coins, and then we wait for those pumps to the upside, for the listings and for the potential of the project to kind of come through, for the charts to play out, and then we walk away with massive profit, because all of a sudden all the content creators, look at XCN, guys. We got into XCN again. We accumulated millions and millions of tokens, our whole Patreon community, since March of last year. And then all of a sudden, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, every content creator in the world starts talking about it. There was only a handful of content creators, if you go back 2 months ago, only a handful of content creators talking about XCN. Mainly, it was me. I don't know, there was 2 other guys that they only do like 2-minute TA videos, a minute and a half, 2-minute TA videos. I don't know who they were called. And basically, Cesar Knows Crypto. That was it that we're talking about XCN 2 months ago. That's it, man. Nobody else, right? Now everyone's talking about it. And what's happening is those communities are starting to get into the project because of all the bullishness. And every new person that gets into the project pumps our bags because we got into it early. That's why you want to get into these plays early, right? So we dropped 3 more, guys, that are going to run just as good as XCN did, in my opinion. So you definitely want to get over there and get in early on these plays, guys. You can also join our live Patreon only content. We go live over there every single day, guys. So get into that. And on top of all of that, you can schedule one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally, right? So let's get you in there, guys. Let's get you in early on these gems. Let's get you into the live Patreon calls, and let's get you scheduled for some one-on-one coaching AMAs and so much more. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. See you guys in the next one.